Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing my 197th Mezco Toys 112 Collective action figure review, this time being of Gotham by Gaslight Batman. Now, taking a look at the front of the box, we can see some great artwork from the Gotham by Gaslight comic book. And if we turn the box around, we can see multiple images and panels showcasing the figure in multiple posing positions with his different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's go ahead and crack this figure open and let him breathe. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Gotham by Gaslight Batman. This is one that I was really excited for quite some time, as it's such a unique version of Batman, and I've said it many times before, in my opinion, I think Mezco makes the best Batman figures out there in any scale, and I really genuinely do mean that. So this thing just looks awesome. It's based on that comic book, Gotham by Gaslight, where he's basically hunting down it's like a Jack the Ripper type story, which is really cool. I love the leather look of the mask. You see the stitching where it's kind of like handmade and things like that. You know, this isn't really crazy high-tech Batman. This is a very Victorian-esque like Batman. Looks really good. I love the logo right there. I love the little stitching of the front piece right here with the little like buttons and things like that. That looks really cool too. I absolutely love these boots and these like whole calf covers and up to the knees and things like that. I love how they look like worn out, dirty leather. That just looks so good with the buckles on the sides like that. You got some pegals at the bottom, but I love how that works out, and I love how they go very high up there. You got some leg straps on here. The belt looks really good too. I love the soft goods cape. It doesn't have the bat wings, and it's not supposed to, but you can see a little bit of a dirty, dry brush on there, however you want to call that. And I love the whole little cover piece right here for the shoulders. Again, very old school. All this is wired. Let's see, this piece doesn't feel wired. Oh, actually it is wired. That's wired. This whole piece around the shoulders is wired, and then the lining around the actual cape itself is wired too. So you get some really cool things out of that. I love the fact that we get that actual real metal gold chain and those gold studs. All of that looks awesome, and it's just a very different, unique Batman, and I love that they're starting to give us things like that, because Mezco, again, has given us some great Batman figures, and I'm kind of hoping they keep going into this realm of based on certain, Elseworlds books and things like that. I would love a Batman of Zurin R and that weird stuff like that. You know what I mean? A thrill kill Batman would be really cool. So this is awesome, man. I'm so stoked that they're doing this. Now, of course, we do get a bunch of accessories. Of course, we get the circular base stand there with an image from the comic book like that of Batman like so. And of course, the clear articulated arm. We do get a bunch of interchangeable hands. We got different types of closed-fisted hands, different types of gripping hands. We have a hand with brass knuckles, which is really cool. And we even get a type of like trigger finger holding hand, which is really nice. Here's the thing. This doesn't come with a grapple gun of any sorts. But if you have that Victorian set, that accessory set, you could definitely use that for this figure. I'm pretty sure it was made for this figure. And I have that set, and for the life of me, I cannot find that thing for nothing. I'm not sure where I put it. I really wanted to show that off with this figure to see what you could do, but I don't know, man. If you guys are like me, you have a ton of toys, and sometimes you forget where you put certain things. So that's kind of disappointing for me personally. Now, if you look on the back of the belt here, we get some type of pouch that looks pretty good. And we get this one right here. That's also another type of pouch that it looks like it just clips onto the belt right here. And again, I think, I'm almost positive this stuff is more for like that Victorian set, because the other things that he comes with here, like the batarangs, we do get a bunch of little throwing daggers and batarangs that are really nice. Those are, again, really cool. These can also be folded like that, and then you can actually open them up. And what I like, it actually has finger holes, and that's going to be more for this open palmed hand, where you can actually stick the fingers in through those holes, and that's how he would actually grip the batarang. Like that. If you can see that, if my camera would actually bother to focus, but of course my big fat hands drop everything. Hey man, oh, that is my plight in this world, my big sausage fingers. like that. But there you go. You can see that. That's how pretty much how it would work, but preferably a lot better than what I'm doing with it. But again, you get these pouches, but I mean, I don't think any of these particular accessories are made for any of these things. I'm pretty sure they're more for the Victorian set, again, with the different accessories that come with that. But I'm a loser, and I don't know where I put it, so I'm an idiot, and I'm annoyed with myself. But you do get these 3 little holsters right here on the front. Those are going to be for the daggers that you do get with this figure, so that's nice. You do get 6 of the daggers, but you're only really meant to holster 3 in the actual belt. You know, that's pretty cool, so I do like that a lot. We also do get things like a grapple hook. You can go, he doesn't have an actual grapple gun, but you do get a grapple hook here with an actual string attached to it, so that's a lot of fun as well. Then you actually do get 3 interchangeable heads, which are really nice. You get the more standard head, which again looks really good. You have a head with a mouth that's like kind of slightly more open. He looks a little more angry. Nothing as dynamic as I would have liked. I wish his mouth was a little more widely open, like he was yelling or something. I think that would have been a lot better. So it's very subtle. Then you do get that awesome Bruce Wayne head. Holy crap, that thing looks great with those lamb chops on the side of the head. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this head off right here and put that on because I just want to show that off a little bit more. But that is a cool looking head, man. I love it. Those sideburns are insane. The black hair looks fantastic. I do dig that a lot. And then you also do get like a loose cowl that he can hold in his hand, like he just pulled it off, and I love the sculpt of that as well. Again, just looking at like that worn out dirty leather, it just looks really good. He could hold that in his hands. So lots of great stuff that you get with this guy. Now I went ahead and put his harness on, which looks really good. You got the bat logo like that, looking really nice. Very simple, again, very old school, since this is a more Victorian type era of a figure. You got these thick leather straps in here. I love, you could even see like the padding underneath that. That's really cool too. It's pretty easy to put on. You got 2 little clasps on the side right there that fit in. I was almost kind of wondering, like, where the heck do you put this on? But I found the clasper in there. They're really well hidden and they hold on to there nice and tight. But the backpack piece, man, that looks so good. I love all the belts and things like that. You got some springs, you got some gears, you got some more gears up here, some like piston type things. That's all really nice. Very steampunk vibes going on for that. I think that came out great. And of course I popped on the goggles because, you know, those are his like flight goggles that work out really nice. Now we're gonna pop on the wings and see how those turned out. Now in the instructions, Mezco tells you to get the hands separately, the gripping hands for the little handles here, and apply them to this little grip like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on this piece right here where the handles actually connect, if I could do this on camera like that. But this whole piece comes off like that, and I found it's just easier to just pull out this whole thing instead of having to mess with those the brittle plastic of this thin pieces. I mean, since this whole thing comes off, it's pretty easy that way, and then you just can plug it back in. So this is how they tell you this is the best way to, you know, put the grip on the hands like that. And you can see I already have it over here where he's holding on to the grip like so. So I think it works. Now what you do, you're going to take the ball peg, because these things are on ball pegs like that. We're going to go in and just pop that in right there. Goes on pretty easily like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going in and position the arm in a way where you can actually pop the hand peg, or the wrist peg, excuse me, into the hand like that. And then you could go ahead and adjust it if you need to. Luckily, these things are on ball pegs, so they'll move around the way you want. Then you could open up the wings however you like, get them in a cool flight position, and there you go. Now you have them looking freaking awesome. And again, I love this whole wing pack thing that he got going on. Very steampunk. I love the fabric that's used for the wings. It's very stretchy. You probably don't want to leave them stretched out like that for the whole time, as they'll probably wear out over time. But still very cool looking design. I think the engineering for this worked out really good. Again, I'm really excited, stoked that they actually gave us ball pegs right here, so it can move around a lot better, and you can open and close these however you like. I think that's awesome. So just a really great design. I love how they did this. Okay, so now I'm going to show off the articulation here. I went ahead and took off the cape and the harness. I don't want anything hindering whatsoever, so I just want to see what the body is like, just pretty much bare bones. So the head is on a ball peg. That rolls around very nicely, does turn left and right, up fairly far, down that much. That's really good, and then wobbles side to side. Arms can go all the way up about that far, down about that much, up about that far. Kind of seems like there's a bit of a ball peg in there. Rotation at the upper bicep. Seems to be double jointed elbows, but I think of the bulkiness of it, just about 90. Rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a double ball peg in the midsection, so that rolls around, turns left and right, crunches back and forth pretty good, pivots side to side pretty good. That's actually really, really nice as well. Hip joints kick up and forward that far. That's really good. Back about that much, splits out about that far. Rotation at upper thigh. We got double jointed knees, and again, I love how this whole boot thing is shaped. It doesn't really hinder articulation like that, so I do like that a lot. We get rotation at the boot. Ankles are on ball pegs. Those roll around side to side, up and down barely, and then a little bit of an ankle rocker. I wish that was a little bit better, but overall, damn, I am so happy with this. I think the design is awesome. I have read the Gotham by Gaslight books. You know, I do have the trade paperbacks of it. And I think this is just awesome looking design. I think they killed it with this piece. You know, there was a third-party company that came out with a Gotham by Gaslight Batman a couple years ago that was okay. This one knocks that one out of the park because I've had that one and that was kind of garbage. This is a ton better. I wish I could compare them, but I sold that piece of crap a long time ago, honestly. This thing is amazing with the cape, that awesome wired cape and that awesome Batwing harness thing. So much fun, a totally badass figure, and definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and Mafex Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to a Mezco Sovereign Knight Batman and Gotham by Gaslight Joker. And just for fun, here he is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of Gotham by Gaslight Batman. And as I've stated many times in my videos, I think Mezco makes the best Batman figures out there, and this one is definitely no exception. I love the fact that they're going in the route of doing Elseworld type of comic books and looks for these characters, so hopefully we get more Batmans along that line and maybe even other characters. You know, we have received a Red Sun Superman in the past, so that would be really cool to see more stuff like that. But this piece is fantastic. This is probably some of the best soft goods that Mezco has done, and I genuinely do mean that. I love the bodysuit. That cape is fantastic with all the wiring. It is just so well done. The articulation is perfect for what you need here, with the exception of the ankles. I wish that was a little bit better. I absolutely love that Bruce Wayne head sculpt with those sideburns just looking so freaking rad. But man, that harness with those wings and the fabric on those wings and how they're able to move, and you could do all kinds of things with that. I love this piece, man. This is definitely one of the ones that I think a lot of people are going to want to pick up. He's a badass Batman, and I think he would look great in any of your Mezco collections. So be excellent to each other, and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.